Yo guys, it's Balloons with Flames. Today we're gonna be doing the daily challenge, but first a 011 Desperado. Alright. And let's hop right into standard. And we have open, very nice, very nice. Let's drop him down immediately. Sure, free dart monkey as well. Very nice. And to round 70, okay, that's kind of a lot. Let's see what we have here. Glaive Lord, always nice. Super Bitter or Embrittlement. Archmage and Dragon Spray for early game. Yeah, we could go Ninja, but I don't want to spam an immense amount of towers. Spirit of Fort is very nice, especially Jungle's Bounty for cleanup. Symphonic Resonance or Final Harmonic is always very nice. Why? Like, what the fuck? And then the Dart Monkey. Sure. And for the early game open is, of course, enough, I guess. We could of course go... Yeah, sure, let's go for... Yeah, on the tree as well. Let's get a Dragon's Breath. Over here somewhere. Next to open. Then we get Lead Poking Power, Cabin Detection. We are weak to purples. I don't think open can pop purples. Can he? Is this a magic projectile? Probably, right? So we would have to use brambles for those, or we already get an ice monkey. Don't know if he can pop those though. Alternatively, we can also get just boomerang, like a more glaives. For easy cleanup, although there will be camo purples later on. I don't know when, but they will arrive at some point. So, yeah, using boomerang then is not a great choice because of camos. And Embrittlement for D-camo isn't that reliable because he attacks pretty slowly. And we could also use Final Harmonic. Wait, can we? I mean, Final Harmonic is it? It's basically magic, but I don't think it can. Yeah, it strips camo, so that's already a plus point. But speaking of camo, let's get Monkey Sense. But I don't know if it can handle purples because yeah, Mermonkey is kind of a weird tower. It cannot detect lead balloons except middle path tier 4, tier 5. Which is weird in and of itself, but sure, I guess. And then we also have, of course, the weird issue with white balloons and magic resistant balloons. That, like, one of the paths cannot pop whites, probably middle, and then you get an upgrade. And then it cannot pop purples. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Let's get Dragon's Breath. But I think for what we're doing here, it should be alright, I guess. There we have our purples. Dark Monkey was very helpful, actually. Oh, sadly we don't have a sharpshooter, otherwise I would have gotten that. Or even just a crossbow, that's tier 3. Yeah, I think I want to get Embrittlement over here. And then I want Mermonkey over here. I don't know if it can target its Symphonic Resonance onto higher objects. I don't know that. Yeah, let's get Embrittlement just for, I don't know, D-camo and just increase damage. Yeah, I mean, purples are kind of fine at the moment. I'm not really that worried about those. And otherwise, yeah, mob damage, I mean, we have a wizard, so wizard plus Embrittlement is gonna destroy Moabs, so I'm not too worried about those. And let's get him. Excuse me, let's get Embrittlement with middle path, sure. Increased pierce is always nice. Freezes last longer and freezes an extra layer. As well as attacks faster, which is very nice because, yeah, Ice Monkey attacks very slowly. And let's get... Yeah, I mean, we can get Mer Monkey up here. I mean, what else do we want to get? Nothing else really. Yeah, and we can always sell our Dart Monkey. Yeah, we can sell our Dart Monkey for one more tower so that we can put it up there. Which would probably be Glaive Lord, or at least some more glaives. I'm also considering getting Druid, but we don't need Druid up here because it has 4-map range anyways. Advanced, that is. So I think I want to build into Symphonic Resonance first and target that kind of at the front over here. Then probably get... Yeah, sure, we're gonna get Druid. Let's get Symphonic Resonance first, then get Druid, and then get probably Boomerang. Also, Boomerang for some mob stalling. Can I... this is kind of awkward. There we go. Stalling mobs, we have we have Symphonic Resonance right here. We don't need to stall mobs. So I think I want to get Druid right now then. It is an open range, so that's very nice. Heart Thorns, and then Druid to Jungle, and then Jungle's Bounty. I think that's gonna be the play. There we go. Also makes us a little bit of money, not that much, but we'll be... Damn, that's some range. Open really carries there. I think it's his level 9 where he... Auto get camera detection. No, it isn't actually. Have increased range, level 5. Okay. Very interesting. I don't... Well, I want to sell Dart Monkey anyways for Boomerang. So let's get him in here. We probably gonna just go for middle path on our Morglaives. Because I mean... Okay, yeah. So the thing is, Glaive Lord with middle path does more damage, but you lose the lead popping power, which is kind of annoying because that's kind of useful. It isn't gonna matter that much because first of all we have a Dragon's Breath and we have Open and we have an Ice Monkey who can who makes it so that they don't have lead immunity for a short time. And so the thing is, if you would go way higher, maybe, yeah, for free play you probably want to go middle path still, but then you would have like something like an MIB or something along those lines to kind of give it the ability to pop lead balloons, or you have something different for DDTs. But I don't really think you want to lose that attack power. And right here we don't need extra lead pumping power, and we're gonna go to around 70, so it isn't gonna be that big of a deal anyways. Like the strongest thing we encounter is either maybe a fortified BFB, but I'm not sure. And around 63 of course, which is always annoying, but we have Embroiderment, we have Jungle's Bounty, we of course have the Symphonic Resonance and Dragon's Breath and more glaives, so these are all towers that can handle Cerams very well, and especially with all of them combined, I mean, look at these waves getting destroyed. Yeah. Let's get Glaive Lord. And yeah, we don't have top path for some pierce buffs. We don't really need it. Yeah, I think this is just going to be the final setup. I mean, Bee Settler is worthless. You could spam some more druids to make more money to buy I don't know what. Yeah. I mean, if I would go further than 70, you of course would get an Archmage. That's the second strongest thing we have here, so yeah. Maybe a middle path ice to help out. And of course some mob domination to stun a little bit of the mobs, but right now doesn't look like we need anything else. Superstorm is very nice, and Avatar's Wrath is of course also very overpowered. Let's see who has the most pops here actually. Yeah, okay, Boomerang. Oh, it's of course a Druid. A Druid is always insane. Yeah. Almost 60k in comparison to literally a tier 5. To be fair, he was on field for longer, but... And he has full map range, so he can already see the exit. As opposed to our Glaive Lord. So yeah, that was standard. Move around into advance. On the same map actually, okay, interesting. 2 rounds, 23 and 24, 1 life, 5,500 cash. And it's hard impoppable. There are no bloats on this round, so these were irrelevant. And then everything is regrow with an increased regrow rate of 212. And I'd probably just... like this. Oh, okay, well, yeah, sure. So we need camo detection. Oh, it's find a camo tower or what? I mean, we have, excuse me, we have camo detection here. No camo detection here, nothing here. No, no, no. Yes. And maybe an Abyss Warrior. More like Abyss Dweller. Abyss Warrior is too expensive. We also have Cleansing Foam. Wait, can we place multiple towers? We are allowed to do that. Okay. So it could be something with Cleansing Foam. Like this. Yeah, I thought our NG wouldn't attack, but sadly it does. Oh, that was it already, okay. I expected this to be a little bit harder, but apparently it wasn't. What am I doing? We need, of course, a quick match. Okay, 3 players instantly. And yeah, we only have Quincy. And we're going in with 3 players, very nice. Easy chimps, sure, why not? So we have... yeah, let's just drop down Quincy right away. It looks like we only have Quincy with the Glue Gunner, with Sniper, and with the Dartling. Elite Defender with the Buck is probably the strongest. Yeah, of course, instantly drop down Quincy. And looks like we're gonna get a Mob Glue maybe over here. We also have to go to around 55 and have 200 lives. Starting cash 5k. Yeah, okay, getting a Mob Blue is probably a good idea because of the 80% extra mob health we have here. Also 20% extra speed. Balloons are slower and the ram health is lower, which is very nice. Yeah, I mean, if everyone gets their Quincy out, I think that would be pretty nice. Oh yeah, I forgot we only have 3 players. So yeah, if this is gonna be a mob glue, I don't think we need anything extra for that. Laser cannon, question mark? I mean, laser cannon is pretty overpowered. We could also do sniper farming, but we only have to run 55 and we have to worry about, well, pretty strong mobs, so probably not gonna do that. Plasma accelerator is of course very overpowered. Laser cannon is pretty strong as well, and you have the increased mob damage. No lead popping power though, which is kind of annoying. And on round 28 we won't have level 6 Quincy, is it? No, it's level 8 actually. It's level 7 actually. Excuse me. So fire exploding arrows every 3rd shot. Which means that we can... that Quincy can pop lead balloons, but we won't have that level because we started level 1 instead of level 3. And even if you start at level 3, you don't get it. And we probably also have to share hero XP between 2 heroes. So... yeah, that's kind of annoying. So we need lead popping power, and this guy's going for middle path, supply drop, which is interesting. He will probably level top path with that, I suppose. I hope. So yeah, we would still need lead popping power, which, I mean, we could just do full metal jacket, which is pretty cheap. And let's hit them with the lead balloon. Maybe he buys the upgrade then. We could also get... yeah, I could also spend my money to player 2 so that we get supply drop, which would be nice. Although supply drop doesn't make that much money, it's pretty slow actually. So we would need 2... yes, we got lead popping power on him. Okay, so then we can... get... yeah, sure, we can get our plasma accelerator then. Sorry, our laser cannon first, of course. Of course, get middle path on that, but yeah, sure, let's already buy that. Let's target it over here. Yes, we have our mob glue, very nice. Yeah, let's target it kind of over here, so we kind of shoot in a straight line, not really, but should be fine. And then we need like a bit more than 1k to be able to afford our laser cannon. Wait, we have level... yeah, we have level 6 right now. We would have needed level 7 by 28, which we didn't get. Luckily we got lead popping power on our sniper, which is very nice. That will slow down his farming by a little bit, but... I mean, if you're dead, you cannot use any amount of money, so... we need to spend that. And we're getting very close to affording laser cannon, so... let's just buy that, very nice. And then I will probably target it manually for the Moab. The mob glue placement is kind of weird. Yeah, it would have probably been... wait, is this smart or stupid? This is probably not very smart. But, yeah, I think if the mob comes along here, gets glued here, keeps the glue all the way. Look at that laser cannon damage, by the way, pretty nice. Yeah, so I probably will Yeah, I'll just wait till I get Plasma Accelerator. Maybe we need a Relentless, I don't know. Or we just give our money to the supply drop guy. I mean, sure, let's do that. For the money. That's very nice. 12k on the sniper, alright. Or he just doesn't get a supply drop, okay. Am I stupid? This is player 2, right? Yeah. Player 1 getting a sniper as well. Maybe an elite defender. Not too sure. Interesting. Yeah. Player 2, please spend that almost 10k you have lying around there. Maybe on a supply drop, perhaps? Yeah, maybe he's AFK and I should have kept the money just to be able to afford my Plasma Accelerator, which would have been nice. But oh well. And we got our semi-automatic. I mean, let's start this automatically. Nice. Another map. Gone. Hey, we got a supply drop, very nice. And one more up, two more up down, very nice. 2 rounds left to go, maybe I spent money on a glue gunner for 55. Top path of course to handle some cerams. Although they're probably not that big of a deal. Hey, we finally got Quincy from player 2, which is completely unnecessary right now, so... Wait, what? Oh, we're in Chimps mode, you cannot even farm. Yeah, that's very stupid. Of me too, because I gave him some money to level up his sniper faster, but yeah. In Chimps you cannot generate extra income. But that was it for today, thank you guys so much for watching it. I'll see you in the next one, bye!